Hello guys, alright, so video. Today is day 15, season 2 on the model farm. So let's get into it. Starting off outside the farmhouse, nothing new with the defenders. As you can see here, got the farmer's wife with a bucket of feed, just chucking a bit of feed down for the ducks and chickens there. Don't really see her doing much on the farm. She tends to be more in the house. And she'll probably go to the dealership if the farmer needs something like an air filter or something. But she doesn't do too much, like tractor driving and all that. But it's just nice to see her. So yeah, in the shed we have the yard scraper, cattle trailer, and the box spreader still in the shed. And we got dump trailer, digger, 7740, and the lawnmower has been taken out of the sheep trailer, as the farmer's son was cleaning the deck of it because I had a bit of wet grass and old grass, so I just gave it, or scraped it all the old grass off it, and that'll be ready for when he next does a job with it. In the shed, nothing new, it's got the quad park there, and we've got farmer's son under the IS200. Hopefully it's not rust, but he's looking under the sill, so it could be. He's just got it on the jack there. That is very close to hitting him though. Just got to make sure it doesn't fall on him, otherwise his face might be a bit messed up. Yeah, so he's just checking over it there, probably giving it a service, just looking on the underneath, making sure nothing's wrong with it. Well, he has a bit of time, because obviously in the summer I imagine he'll be ripping it around the yard, the field and what have you. And obviously in the summer he's going to be busy, so I won't be able to check over it. So, just check over, I guess, so when he can have fun in the summer. And we've got the T6, 6616 and 775, and we'll put a dot doing nothing, just still waiting for Sarge, or just summer, so they can start doing more jobs. We've got the hedge cutter, fur bags in the back of the shed. Then we've got the Keenan. I imagine she'll be sat here for a while, along with the telehandler. And obviously they'll be loading anything up. Digger bucket's been put there, so I think they realised that the hedge was growing around it. So they've saved it from the hedge there. Nothing new with the pit. Nothing new with these trailers. We've got the telehandler bucket there. The reason why they actually put the telehandler bucket and the mini digger bucket here was because there's actually a hole under the hedge. So there's no sort of leaves or anything, it's just the sort of the twigs of the hedge. So lambs can actually get under and out into the yard. So that's why they had it there originally. But obviously the telehandler bucket's bigger, so it takes a lot longer to grow around, whereas the digger bucket is quite small. So they're hoping the lambs will get big enough to the point they can't even get in the hedge. Because as you can see, you can actually get sort of under the hedge there, more lamb kind of guy. So that's just trying to keep them in the field. As you can see, a lot of the ewes and lambs are just along the hedge, protect themselves from the strong winds we're having. There's still a couple around. Then we've got the main man himself, the farmer, in the T6080. We have the coon fur spreader on the back, spreading a bit of fur just to help this grow. Because he's been watching the sheep eating, they're barely eating anything, because there's not enough grass. So I'll move on to the cow field next. But nice to see the T6080 doing something. Don't know when they're going to get the other one. He's hoping some point this year, but he doesn't want to get rid of this halfway through summer and then not have a T6080 for summer. So he wants to have it pretty much being delivered as this one's being sold, if that makes sense. So he's knocked down a tractor. Won't do him any harm, because like he's got contractors, he's got the other farm will probably help him with their tractors. So yeah, but I don't know when that's coming, so for now she's still here. It might even be the end of summer by the time we get it. And you got a couple of ewes and lambs drinking out of the water trough. Same with the cows and calves. Then we've got the other cows and calves just knocking about the field, trying to get whatever little grass they can. As you probably can see, there's certain sections here where there's very bold. This has got a bit of grass, same over there, but the centre of the sheep field is pretty much nothing. The thinnest bit of grass you can get. So the edges of the fields are the bits they don't tend to eat much somehow. But yeah, so hopefully this will help give it a boost for when they have to do bales and what have you. And rumour has it the contractors are getting a new baler potentially this year or next year. I don't know if that's true. It's in the works, I think, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen. I don't know what it is. I haven't asked. The farmer told me, so we might see that out and about. And the farmer said that the contractors can try out the baler here, because I think the farmer knows what they're going for specifically, like what brand and what kind of type of baler, whether it's a square baler, round baler, I don't know. Because they already have a square baler, but they have one round baler. That's how they tend to do it. So we'll see what happens. But by the sounds of it, it's something the farmer doesn't have, hence why he wants to see it. So either first, second, or third cut bale will probably be a different baler to the farmers. This year or next year, I don't know. But so that could be a fusion, could be another round McHale, could be a class, it could be a Massey, it could be a Fenn, it could be anything really. So yeah, we'll see what that is in the summer, if the weather stays good enough to get some bales and silage off the fields. Coming down the road here, we've got the disco that we see quite a bit. We've got a farmer and his dog moving a couple of dairy cows to the next field. Got a woman there with a bucket. They haven't separated or sort of have someone walking to stop them from going into the other lane, so hopefully they don't. But they're moving them from a field that was really wet. As you can see on a couple of the cows there, the legs are quite muddy. Also, you can't tell on the jerseys because they're already brown, but so they needed to put them into a different field. So that's what they're doing now. As you can see, there's a couple of cows getting distracted by the grass on the edge of the near the road there on the verge, but I think they needed to move the field because it was that damp and they were just sinking in the grass and making a mess of the field. And there probably wasn't much grass. It was probably more mud, so just moving them to a field down the road. But yeah, not something you see every day. It's only a small herd as well, but you still got to feed them. So, yep. Then we got the contractors 6210R making quite an appearance recently, with the Lemken plough on the back. It's been doing a bit of ploughing for someone, for a customer. Also doesn't have the front limb. Apparently they're trying to get a weight for it. I think it's quite a powerful and heavy enough tractor as it is, but for some reason they think they need a weight. I don't know if it's for the locks or if they just need it. So she'll be looking like this for a bit until she gets the weight. Yeah, so he's just heading into the town there. Obviously the cows are heading sort of away from town, but they weren't coming from town. They came from sort of out of town, sort of on the edge of the town, and being moved to quite a far bit away. So didn't have to worry about traffic. I got a 6290 on the hedge gutter there, just been trimming some trees in a field that were overhanging so they don't catch it on the roof or mirrors or anything on from when they do silage or whatever they're doing in the field. So just been trimming them there. Then in this field where the sheep were, got Case Maxim 125 on a Fleming roller, so we're just rolling this field here. As you can see as well, I've also added mirrors onto it, make it look a bit nicer. But yes, we're just rolling away there in the field. So yeah, we're sort of halfway through April now, so we're heading into the sort of busier season. Hopefully we'll see a bit more going on, a bit more exciting. Yeah. So, what's up video guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye.